Hey everyone, and welcome to Comic Breakdown. If you're new to the page, be sure to give us a like and a sub so you don't miss any of the content we have coming out. And today we're going to be diving into Empyre, issue number 5. This is our Avengers Fantastic Four crossover. If you guys haven't checked out the other issues, I'll be sure to leave a link so you can check out the playlist covering all other issues of Empyre. And without further ado, let's dive into this issue. Alright, so picking up from the last issue, we have Carol and Johnny Storm arriving at Wiccan's apartment in New York City. And they're trying to seek help from him to be able to help with Emperor Hulkling. Because it seems like he's let the power go to his head, more or less. And he's willing to destroy Earth to get rid of the Cotati invasion force. And this is where we get a little bit of interesting backstory. So before all of Empyre kicked off, both Wiccan and Hulkling went to Las Vegas to get hitched. And this is brought up specifically because Wiccan's powers, due to the magic of the origins, and now they have a bond that's solidified between the two. Wiccan can sense where Hulkling is at all times. Or at the very least, he can be able to locate where he is because they have that connection. Now, picking up off the shore of Lake Victoria, we have the Thing just getting hammered by She-Hulk. She is just wreaking havoc on him. And this isn't just She-Hulk, but this is the Hulk mixed with Cotati plant life. So she's become a single mission driven monster, essentially. And even Sue Storm trying to telepathically block the punches, it's almost impossible. And she's just been punching right through them. But the Thing isn't giving up without a fight. And he's found reason to fight. You know, he has so many reasons to fight, but the reasons he's found to fight in this particular instance are those two kids that they rescued back at the casino. And now this was covered in issue number 1 or 2, I believe, of the Fantastic Four. And he pretty much says, like, these kids, all they've ever known is war. They've been bred into it. They've lived it their entire lives. I want to make sure that they have a future that doesn't necessarily constitute them being at war with each other for the rest of their lives. And this is where it takes us to Wakanda. Now, Wakanda is where the majority of this battle is happening. The main force of the Cotati invaded Wakanda specifically for the Vibranium Mount. Because once they're able to plant a Cotati seed there, they'll be able to control all non-sentient plant life throughout the universe. And Black Panther is just laying waste with this sword that he got from Hulkling, the Star Sword. And it seems to be a never-ending force, because for each one of them they kill, they're just more resurrected. They live and die, and they're willing to die by the thousands to make the Messiah's vision come true. And with that, we see him sacrifice himself. The leader of this origin of the Cotati, their general essentially, sacrifices himself and creates a portal, a Cotati gateway. And as Black Panther goes to try to destroy it using the Star Sword, we see him impaled by a sword and outsteps the swordsman along with the Celestial Messiah. Now, picking up on the flagship where Emperor Hulkling is, they're preparing to use the sun to destroy Earth and essentially this whole galaxy. And this is where we see Wiccan teleport in. And Hulkling tells him that he's not welcome here. And he's really cold towards him. You know, this is supposed to be his husband. And he's just completely dismissive and tells him that he needs to leave. But that's when Wiccan teleports in the real Hulkling. And he lets everybody on the bridge know that he had been locked away inside the brig in an inhibitor mask. And this is where we see Captain Marvel use the hammer as it should be. She lets this imposter of Hulkling know, whoever it is, that their authority is hereby suspended and they're no longer the ruler of the Kree-Skrull Alliance. But little did any of them know that it didn't matter. It's already happened. The sun has already been prepped and is already having its core temperature rise to the point of catastrophic failure. And this is where Hulkling, Captain Glory, and the rest attack. Now, picking up with the Celestial Messiah, he's able to get the seed planted, the super weapon of sorts, and it starts to take root. And this is where Reed Richards tells Tony that the world is pretty much screwed over twice here. The sun is set to explode in the next 9 minutes, and the Cotati's flowering in Wakanda, that's supposed to blossom in the next 10 minutes. So they have 2 world-ending catastrophes happening within 10 minutes. Both from different sides of the battlefield. And so now they have to try to figure out how to stop these 2 events within the next 10 minutes. And that will be where this issue ends. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I really am enjoying the Empyre series so far. It's a little spread out. They put a little too much trying to make this, you know, a 30-issue event and things of that nature. I think it's really trying to get people to buy the issues. But with that being said, the artwork is actually very spectacular, and I'm really enjoying seeing Captain Marvel as the Accuser because it's a really unique and fun little storyline to go with her. And there's just so much happening. You know, there's 5 battles on, or there's 5 different locations on 5 different continents where this battle is taking place, and it's just pure chaos. But the Cotati are at an advantage because they're able to spread the Avengers so thin. So yeah, be sure to let me know what you guys think in the comments, like and sub to the page if you haven't already, and until the next video.